Hey guys, this is Spiner here with my review at AWMN with Fantasy Now Season 1 Episode 12, Nocturnal. This one was another Monster of the Week episode, in the season, but we just have a little bit of stuff that kind of connected to the main story, just, not a lot, but, I mean, it was a, kind of a big moment, because you didn't really know what happened, but, bet you're all kind of wondering what I'm talking about if you haven't seen the episode, so, let's delve into this. What we kind of had this time was them, after what happened in the last episode with the losing the first shot, they were, which car was driving, and they decided to take a night stop at this village that they, wound up in. And we learned that there's something here. The creatures, everybody's staying in the houses at night, and they won't come out at night unless they desperately have to. So, yeah, we were kind of having that, that was what we had going on, and first thing, trying to decide, if he should tell, Splinks, not Splinks, not Splinks, Splinks isn't in this, sorry, everybody who gets disappointed, this is not a crossover, telling Tycheus, he's trying to decide if he should tell Tycheus about the whole thing that he wasn't the chosen one, that, the thing Conan told him, Conan told him, not getting my names right, so yeah, that was pretty much what we had this week. We didn't really get any Diomedes. There was originally gonna be something with him in this episode, but I'm really glad they left it to the next one, honestly. It really wouldn't have worked. So, I'm glad they decided to change that around. So that we could focus on this story. But, yeah, so, basically, throughout the story, we had, from the start, we saw the Dinos, 3 Dinos. Basically, one of the guys realized that the water was not coming through the pipes. The pipe got clogged somehow, so the water wasn't coming through the village. So, but it was night, and they kept saying that they didn't want to go outside and stuff, and you were like, okay, what's going on here? You were just kind of caught in a curious moment, trying to figure out what was happening. Kind of see if you could put anything together. And so yeah, they learned of the clog, and then 3 guys went out to the guy who figured out about the clog, and 2 other guys went out to go see if they could fix it. Even though there was something out there they didn't want to draw these things attention, whatever they were. So yeah, so they went out to go check that, and, we were kind of expecting, or at least kind of could tell what was going to happen. 2 of the guys get dragged off by these creatures, and one of them just barely escapes. So, we had a really intense scene here, for one, and a mysterious scene too, which I liked it how they kind of didn't tell you what was going on, or like what they were trying to not get near, or like what they weren't trying to let find them. It was just kind of where you were like, okay, what are they trying to get away from? What are they not wanting to go outside for? I mean, it was a good moment, for a start out before the intro, because you really didn't know what was going on at the time. You kind of just had a basic idea that there was something bad happening, but you didn't know what it was. So you were kind of caught up in the mystery of this whole moment, in this whole scene we had. So, yeah, that was pretty good. I thought that scene was a good start for the episode. It definitely had my attention. Yeah, it definitely had me watching the rest of it. So, moving on from that, we had the rest of the episode, which I'm going to talk about this kind of in just, entire story bits, instead of going through every scene, because this one, I mean, it would probably seem kind of jumbled if I did that, so I'm going to talk about kind of just specific aspects. To start, the characters we got in this episode, I'm not talking about Tycheus, Spencer, or Fresh and stuff, even though we got really good performances from those characters. They did a really good job, fantastic job with their performances in this episode. They had some really good character moments together. They had some really good moments in the team. And with the characters we got in this episode specifically for this story, we had the chief of the village, and we had Boring. Yeah, I know, get me a joke about it, which was hilarious, by the way. And Leaf. Not Leaf like plants. He likes leaves, but leaves. No, I'm getting messed up. He likes leaves, but it's spelled E-L-E-I-F, not actually leaf. But, which I actually kind of was almost thinking that was. So, I guess I got a little bit, I guess I was a little bit off right there. But, yeah, anyways, about those characters, they were really, really good characters in this episode. Normally in Monster of the Week, we kind of have, like, some characters that are kind of like the main guys who are figuring out what's going on, but we never really get an episode where it seems like almost like they're trying to attach you to these characters. So I said attack you. They're trying to attack you with the characters. No. What, it seemed like they were almost trying to attach you to Leaf and Boring and the Chief, kind of like all the characters we were getting in this. And, I mean, I really grew fond of Leaf and Boring and the Chief. I really grew fond of all of them. And, I mean, in the past ones, I mean, I hadn't got quite as strong a, bond with the characters as I did with this. I mean, Leaf had a really good personality. I really liked him. The actor who was doing him did a really good job at making a job with his character. And, I mean, he was just really, really, I don't know, he was just really cool. I liked him a lot. If he was in real life, I would definitely be, somebody who was talking to him sometimes, because, I mean, he's pretty cool. And I liked him a lot. And his father also was, looking out for his son, being a father like he should, and, was still nice, and, he seemed like respectful of others, with, still helping them out with their room and giving them breakfast and stuff. He was nice too, and he had a great personality as well. The actor of Born also did a really good job too. Both of them were, and the Chief was also really good as well. These characters had a lot of personality to them, and I thought the actors involved and, having these characters in it just made the story a whole lot more better, and a whole lot, character scenes with the characters talking a whole lot more, favorable, I should say. But yeah, I really liked the characters we got. I can say that I definitely like the additions we got in this, and I really do hope we get to see them again at some point. We saw that, Tycheus and James said that they have to come back at some point to come see him again, and I agree. I want to go see him again. I do. I'm probably gonna miss him already. But, yeah, I really liked these characters. They did a really good job, with bringing them in, and the actors did a amazing job, portraying them. So, yeah, really good characters. So this story, we had, the scenes of where the two guys, they were deciding. Boring decided he wanted to look, I think it was Boring, I don't think it was the Chief, I'm pretty sure it was Boring. He decided he wanted to look for well, hold on, I'm going to talk about a moment before that. So we saw the team kind of go to bed, and then they got up next morning, and we had a really good scene at the breakfast table. We got humor with Tycheus really liking the pancakes, and Leaf telling him they were good, and he was saying yeah, you're right, these are good, these are like awesome. And then we got a good scene also with him wanting a second plate when Boring was asking him, and Freshman was kind of like, no, don't, that you shouldn't do that, and he was like, please. I mean, we were just really funny scene there, and we also got the scene where Tycheus said, we got the whole scene with him telling him his name, saying that his name was Boring, and he said, that guy doesn't tell us what your name is. I mean, that was a really good moment too. A lot of good humor in there, and one thing I liked about this was we also continued the humor in this episode. We kept the humor from the last one, which I wasn't sure if we were going to keep in this episode, because I just wasn't sure if we were going to take, kind of a more darker turn again with this one. So I was happy to see that we kept it, and we had a lot of really good jokes in this one. We also had a scene where, perhaps one of the funniest probably was, where we had Leaf looking at Spencer's bow and arrows and saying, "Oh, you have a bow?" And he said he used one once, and he almost shot his dad on accident. And we see Spencer say, I'm still laughing about this. We see Spencer say, "Yeah, I almost shot my dad once too, but it wasn't on accident." And I mean, that was a really clever joke, right there. That was really funny, and it was clever because they both had actually done that, but Spencer wasn't on purpose because his dad was Conan. So I mean, that was really good. we had a lot of good jokes, though. As I said, a lot of good humor that helped to make this episode have a light tone, even when there was kind of some darker aspects and things going on with the two gals being kidnapped by these creatures, which were actually ow, hold on, that's in my eye. Ow. It's in your eyelash. Ow. Okay, I think I'm buying it. Just gotta pick review time to do this. Okay, I think I'm gonna try. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Alright, well, what we had in this episode were actually called hide-behinds, which were basically they hid behind trees and they would suck their stomachs in so thin that they couldn't be seen, that they weren't visible to the eye. So, this was actually really a pretty interesting creature. I thought they were pretty interesting to see, and we had also a good moment where Casey said hide behind somebody wasn't too creative when they came up with that name. So, I mean, we had another good joke there. And, they were really interesting in this episode, because we didn't really know much about them. Even when Wishcard figured out what they were, we still didn't really know too much, about, they still kind of, basically, I mean, we might have known what there was to know, but they still seemed mysterious. They still seemed, like, eerie, because you still felt like there was something you didn't know. And that was, pretty good for it. As this episode kind of had an eerie, mysterious, creepy feel to it. With the whole hide behind thing and them stalking down in the night, basically having everybody have to hide in their house. But, yeah, so anyways, after the breakfast scene, really good scene for the characters. Really good right there. I really liked it. Also, one more thing, I really liked the scene too where Cassius was showing him his sword, and that was a really good moment too. We had some good humor in there, and that was a really good character moment between Cassius and Leaf. We had quite a few really good character moments with Leaf and Cassius. They got along really well. I mean, you could almost see Leaf being Cassius' like little brother, because I mean, that's kind of how they acted, and I like that. It was a pretty good set of relationship moments between Leaf and Cassius. But yeah, we had a lot of really good moments right there at the table. And when Cassius decided to help, I mean, I liked that moment too, because how Leaf was excited because he was waiting for somebody to come save them, and I mean, kind of how he said he was the superhero to come save him from it, and then Cassius decides that he probably could help him. I mean, I like how that turned out too. I think that was a good way to get the team involved in it. But yeah, we had Boring deciding to go and look out, see if they could basically during day hunt down the two gals who got taken by the hide behind before. So I mean, we had a pretty good scene here as well. Basically, kind of learned that they weren't gonna find him. I mean, we kind of were expecting that a little bit because they said that they eat people, so we kind of thought, okay, well, they probably ate these guys. So, I mean, that wasn't. I mean, we kind of figured they weren't gonna come across anything. But, I mean, after this, we led into the scenes of Cassius and the team deciding that they're just gonna have to go out and fight them. They couldn't figure out where they were coming from, why they were there, or really a specific way to stop them. So they just realized they were going to have to go out in the night and just try to fight them, and take them down. So, I mean, once we got to that moment, we had a really good, well, before I talk about the, in climax thing, I'm going to go back and talk about, Freshton a little bit. We had, for one, we had really good scene in the bedroom, too. It was funny. More humor in there that really worked. Made the episode a whole lot more fun. And... hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, so we had some good humor in there that made the episode a whole lot more fun. And it was good scene, and we had a scene where kind of Preston went out, and he basically couldn't sleep, and that was kind of how we led into the breakfast scene, because they heard Boring talking on the phone about the guys disappearing. So, I mean, this led into later on with when they went to go sleep again after the first hunt. We didn't have the dream. I didn't have it. Freston had a vision, and it wasn't really a dream. Freston had a vision of Cassius getting killed by Diomedes when he went to go fight him. So, I mean, this kind of made you think, like, okay, I mean, Spencer was kind of, for one, was trying to get Freston to tell him because he thought he should. You were kind of like, okay, well, then this, maybe if Freston tells him about the vision, maybe he doesn't have to say anything about, that his dad was the chosen one. He can just kind of get maybe Cassius to take some caution with that. But, I mean, that didn't really work. And Freston wound up telling Cassius, during when they were going to, this was actually after, when they went to go hunt the high behinds, and they were basically standing outside kind of waiting for them to show up. This was, Freston decided to tell Cassius, and you could tell that Cassius was very let down by this at first, but then the high behinds, you heard their noise, their kind of rustling noise in the grass that you usually hear when they were around, in the episode before, and that kind of put an end to the conversation right there, which I liked this for a reason I'm going to explain closer to the end. But I really liked how they didn't make him just get mad and kind of act mad the whole time. It kind of took his focus off, and until afterwards, the scenes afterwards where he started thinking about it again, and talking to Freston about it, and I really liked how that was done. I felt like it was good to drop it kind of right there with starting up the climax and just kind of letting that finish after with what happened. I thought that was a really good turn for the episode. But yeah, we had a really good scene with the characters right there too. They definitely really showed the emotions and the feelings that they should have had. So really good job for the actors right there. So yeah, then we delve into the climax. So I mean, we had a really good scene right here. For one, you were kind of wondering how they went to do anything, because we realized once the high behind showed up that Spencer and Cassius as such could not really fight them because they were so thin you couldn't even see them. Spencer was shooting arrows where I'm trying to hit him, but he couldn't. Cassius couldn't hit them really either. So, I mean, we eventually got to a scene where a high behind broke into Leaf's room, so they were deciding to break into the houses now, which, I mean, really made the scene more intense. The climax scene more intense, because you kind of were thinking, like, okay, now they're breaking in places, and, I mean, so this is going to get bad, because then the people can't hide inside their house for shelter, or any kind of building. But, so it was we had one that got in, and it was going to attack Boren and Leaf, and we saw Cassius take that one down. I think there might have been a few in there, I'm not entirely sure, but we saw Cassius take them down, and that was the first ones we had seen them take down. So at first I was kind of thinking maybe it was the light, that made him more visible, which I think was probably the implication. But I mean, we never really got to know if that was what made him. We never really fully knew, I think, out of just the character stating it, if that was actually what kind of made him be able to hit them. But I'm guessing it was. So, yeah. But this whole scene, was, like, really intense and eerie, but still quite action-packed with, Cassius actually, the team actually getting to fight some of them. They actually got to fight some Highlines. And, I mean, the moment where we got Leaf running with his dad, I was like, okay, what is he doing? He's gonna get himself taken. Leaf's he doesn't do dumb stuff like this. From how we knew, he was like courageous, kind of like adventurous spirit in a baby cow, and he was running out into the darkness where he's gonna get himself eaten. And I mean, I was like, okay, what's going on here? But after we realized, after his dad followed him, and they were when one of the high behinds was going to attack Cassius, we saw him grab a torch and go to this thing and say, get back. And I mean, I don't know how to explain how this scene felt, but it was like, it was almost kind of like it was adorable. Just to say that. You were kind of like, oh, I mean, he's like saving Cassius. I mean, because he cares about him, and he's a brave baby now. We totally got that from this. I mean, he was extremely brave to go stand in front of that thing and hold the torch at it. And it was because he realized that it was because the village was afraid of the creatures that it made basically them prey. That they were afraid of them, so the creatures would take advantage, and he used that as a way to get prey for their meals. And I mean, once Leaf went out there, this was a really good moment. I really didn't expect the village to be the ones to stop him. The villagers, the chief, Boring, Leaf, all of them. I did not expect them to gather up together, hold their torches out, and basically tell them they weren't afraid to get away from them and just stay back out of the village. I mean, this was a really good moment right here. I felt like it really made the characters, it showed the characters, it kind of had like a message to it. Like, even in fear, there's always, if you find your courage, you're going to be able to stand against whatever you're afraid of. And I really liked that. I felt like I got like a little message right there from the episode. And I just really liked this moment with Leaf kind of in the lead, just being the bravest one out of them to go out there. He's really brave now, and I really felt like that he boosted up his character. It was just a really good moment, and I really liked how that they made it in, instead of them just fighting them and killing all the hide behinds. I like it where they didn't just make them go kill all of them, and then like, victory, you guys, thanks for saving us, and them leaving. I mean, that would be kind of generic, and we didn't really need that for this. I felt like they took the exact right turn with this, and I really liked this moment. I really did. It was one of the best moments in the episode, for the characters and for the ending of this story period. At first, we learned that the hide-behinds first appeared when a lumberjack was out in the woods and he disappeared and they hadn't heard from him again. At first, I was thinking that, I mean, they never said, really, what made them come, or if there was something that made them arrive. They just said that he was the first one to get taken by them. And I was kind of thinking, like, okay, I thought this kind of, like, theory in my head. What if it was, I mean, I know there's this, I think there was something similar to this with shadow people. What if it was kind of a thing where, because the lumberjack was cutting the trees and destroying their habitat, basically, that it made them mad, so they were basically coming back to attack. And they attacked him, and they realized that after they got him, that kind of the dinos were prey. So, I mean, they didn't clearly say if that was what was going on, but I just thought that was pretty interesting, because that was kind of what came to me when they said the whole story, kind of origin of how they first arrived. I just thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if that's how it was actually meant to be, but I thought that was kind of cool that there was at least the option open for that. But yeah, so that was a really good moment with the climax. I really liked how it ended, and it really made Leaf really boosted for his character and for all the village. I mean, it was nice kind of having them save the team for once, having somebody save them. I liked it how that was kind of the turn they took. But yeah, I mean, the end, it was really kind of unfortunate to see them have to leave. I mean, as I said, I really grew attached to the village. So the chief, the chief, Boring, and Leaf. I got really tied to all them, and it was a shame that we had to see them leave now. Leave them behind, probably not see them again for quite a while. A good distance of time. So, I mean, but we got really good characters here. As I said, I really liked the characters. It was one of the strongest points, and that climax scene of them basically standing up against what was making them afraid was just even better for them. For the characters and the actors' performances, it was just really great. I really liked it. So yeah, the end scene was kind of sad because I didn't want to see him leave behind and stuff, and we had a really good moment again with Tycheus there talking to Leaf, and all of them kind of saying goodbye. We had a really good moment right there, and yeah, that was another really good character moment with Leaf and Tycheus. As I said, they're just like older and younger brother. I mean, it was just really good relationship kind of we had built between their characters in this episode. But yeah, I really want to see them come back again. I would like to see him again. I really like to see Leaf and Boring and the Chief, all of them. I'd just like to see the village again. But I'm not sure if it'd be for a good cause, because there's got to be a point for them going back, which I'm guessing probably wouldn't be a good cause. So, like, I want them to go back, but again, I'm thinking, like, okay, something bad is gonna happen. So, I don't know, but we'll see. But I really like this as well. The ending, we got really good scene. It had some emotion because you grew attached to the characters. I mean, I didn't want to see him go already, and this was just the first time I've seen him. But yeah, that tells you that they really developed the characters well in this episode. I hair in my mouth. Sorry about that. That even through just this one episode, I was already attached to these characters and didn't want to see them go. Like, they'd been in the show for like half the season out. So, I mean, yeah, I think they did a really good job with that. And this end scene, and I liked it how Cassius, when Preston asked him about what he told him, that he wasn't the chosen one, that he kind of took a message from Leaf's bravery and courage, that to stand up against Diomedes still, even if he wasn't the chosen one, to find a way to stop him. I liked it. I really liked how that was done. That they made kind of conversation going into before and after he saw what Leaf did, it kind of encouraged him to keep fighting. And I really liked that. I really liked that a lot. I really liked what we got here with the characters, the story, everything. This episode was amazing. One of the best, probably like the top 3 Monster of the Week episodes. It was really good, and even though it didn't tie into the main story too much, it was just kind of a Monster of the Week kind of single thing. It was still really good for what it was, and it was an amazing episode. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. We saw though at the end of this that Diomedes, they're not going after the next shard. The team, that Cassius is wanting to go after Diomedes, and we're seeing the next one. He is going to do that, and I'm like, wow, I wasn't expecting this already, but this is probably going to go pretty bad. I mean, I want to see them confront each other the first time, but I have a feeling that this is not going to go well for Cassius. So we'll see how that goes, but that was a pretty good kind of cliffhanger right there to what's going to happen next. Overall, this Monster of the Week episode was spectacular. We got amazing characters, extremely well developed. We got a lot of really great character moments. We got a great Monster of the Week story. And characters, as I said, I mean the characters. I just grew really attached to them. I really liked them. Especially Leaf. But yeah. So anyways, guys, I'm going to drop this one with a 9.8. Just for the sake, it didn't follow the story, but just for the sake of what they did with this one, I loved it so much. I mean, I would want to go back and rewatch this one again. I like it a lot. And just to see those characters again, I would rewatch it. But yeah, I'm going to stick this one to 9.8. I liked it a lot. It was a really good episode. A really good Monster of the Week episode. With what they did with the characters and the story and everything. And that ending there, I just really liked that. And the relationship we got with Cassius and Leaf. So yeah, I'm going to drop these with 9.8, guys. Fair? You tell me in the comments below. Did I forget anything? Drop it down there as well. Write it all down and I'll go check it out as soon as I can, ASAP. So, anyways, guys, this is Fantasy Now, Season 1, Episode 12, Nocturnal. Our final Monster of the Week episode this season. And this was definitely the best way you could end that for this season. So, yeah, guys, this is my review. Hope you all enjoyed. Keep checking with my Fantasy Hour reviews for more when the episodes come up. And as well as my other show reviews if you follow my AWMN show reviews. So anyways, guys, this is Spiner out with another review on AWMN. I'll see you guys later.